everyone, I'm Esther, also known as Esthervescent, and today is a very exciting day because we are launching a new series! Yay! Today will be the launch video for my Q&A series, CAF. So if you missed my video a few weeks ago that was explaining why I was on hiatus and what I'm going to do now I'm back, you will have no idea what CAF is. I recommend you go and watch that video because it explains all the new things I'm starting, why I've been gone for so long, and what kind of the plan is for the future of the channel. That will be linked up here in the little iCard, which should just kind of pop out. I don't know how they work yet, so it might not work. I'll also link it in the description below. So CAF is a series which is QA semicolon FE, and that stands for Questions Answers from Esther. And as it's kind of self-explanatory, it is a Q&A series where you guys will ask me questions and I will try my best to answer them. And why is it pronounced CAF when it's spelled Q-A-F-E? It's pronounced CAF because that is how you pronounce Q-A-F-E. And also because a CAF, or a cafe, is somewhere where you talk to your friends. It's somewhere where you go, oh, let's sit down and catch up, and you ask people questions and you answer and learn more about them and maybe even learn more about yourself. So, on to the questions. Question 1, Shay asks, would you rather sweat ketchup or mayonnaise, and why? I'm not sure. Where did you get this question from? Probably ketchup, because more people like it. For me personally, I don't like ketchup or mayonnaise, so this is just hellish. But ketchup, because more people like it and they think it's a little bit less weird, maybe? KR asks, and she's an awesome friend of mine who also makes YouTube videos. Her channel is Awkward Hybrid. You should go check her out. I'll link her in the description. If you were trapped on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have? Now, in actuality, I'd quite like a boat so I could get off the desert island. Maybe a manual for the boat. I say a water filter so you can have clean water because it's really important. Like a lighter or flint and steel or something, so you can start a fire and cook food and stuff. That's when you hunt food. And probably like my iPod because I seriously can't live without music, and it lasts for like a month on one charge and I just don't know how. It's really, really good. It retains power well. Acapella asks, what's your favourite song right now? I'm going to exclude musical theatre from this because otherwise we'd be here for years, but my current favourite song is Not Today by 21 Pilots. It's been my favourite song for ages, but I think it just means so much to me and I love just the words and the lyrics and I just understand it, and 21 Pilots are amazing. If you haven't heard of them yet, go and listen to them. I didn't like them when I first heard them, but I then listened to more of their songs and went, how did I not like these people? They're really, really good. So yeah, you should go and check them out. I'm not sure how to pronounce this person's name. Phaeton? P-H-A-E-T-H-O-N. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Asks, if animals could talk, what would be the funniest to have a conversation with and why? I'm gonna go with the seal because it's the first one that popped into my head, and that'd be fun because you could just like talk to them and like, seals do have a reputation of being really stupid and stuff, but I reckon they're probably quite smart. And yeah, I think that'd probably be quite fun and funny. Acapella also asked another question, which she remembered later. What superpower would you have and why? Oh, there's so many cool ones. I'd quite like to be able to teleport. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to do that because it'd just be super helpful. You could just be somewhere instantly, and when you're like me and you like being early, yeah, it's really helpful. But I'd also quite like to have telekinesis because it just means you can move stuff with your mind, and that'd be really, like, even more helpful, so one of those two. Yeah, I hope that answered that. My favourite season is most definitely summer. I like summer. It's warm, I'm a shorts and t-shirts kind of person. If I could spend my life in shorts and t-shirts, I would. So, summer. My favourite holiday, we're more limited in England because I know like loads of people would say Thanksgiving, who are American, because apparently it's great and it sounds pretty awesome, but I'm going to go out of the blue and make you all learn something and say Bonfire Night, which is the 5th of November, and it's basically the gunpowder plot. Google it, it's really cool. but we do fireworks and stuff, and everyone, there's always like events going on, and you watch a fireworks show and have like hot dogs and stuff even though it's freezing, and you're all stood outside in your coats and hats, and it's wonderful, even though I don't like the cold, because fireworks are really cool. I also really like Easter, but that might just be because my birthday is near Easter every year. So yeah. Kate asks 3 questions, and there's like a really light-hearted one and then 2 quite serious ones. So we'll go in the opposite order. If you had to commit a murder, how would you get away with it? Practically? I mean, I wouldn't commit a murder, but if I had to, I'd probably freak out in actuality. But if you're being very sensible and planning out what you're going to do, I would probably burn the body, find someone else and somehow make them a part of it so that I wasn't in it alone, hide the remains and get rid of any evidence that incriminated me to the murder, if that makes sense. I wouldn't just kind of go, oh no, I killed someone, and forget about it, because that would be stupid. What would you think would be the worst way to die? This is quite a serious question. I think by total accident, because you just wouldn't have any time. You wouldn't be able to say to like the last person you saw, oh I love you, and like even you might have been having a bad day and you might have yelled at one of your family, and then you go out and get run over or something and die. You don't have that time to go, actually, I love you all and I'm sorry for what I did. So yeah, I think dying in an accident is always quite traumatic. And on a lighter note, what's your favourite flower? My favourite flowers are daisies. I don't know why, I really like daisies, they're just pretty, I think. And the final question, someone with the username of Danger asks, what's your favourite musical theatre song and why? Yay. This could be a whole nother video because I love musical theatre so much, but I'll squish it down. I'm going to take from my 3 current favourite musicals. Wicked is like my all-time favourite musical, Hamilton is my new all-time favourite musical, and Dear Evan Hansen is my new all-time favourite musical. So, in Wicked, my favourite song is Dancing Through Life. I don't know why, and if anything, like out of every song it's a bit of a weird one to like, but whenever like I'm listening to the soundtrack or something, or I'm on shuffle and it comes up, I'm like, it's a really good song, and I really like it. Of course I love all your Feel Good and stuff, but yeah. My favourite song in Hamilton is Non-Stop. I think just because it's so hectic and mad and like, it's almost like, I think there's something that's relatable to everyone in it, because there's all the different characters in it. There's got to be someone who you agree with more than the others. So yeah, I really love Non-Stop, and I love that it's kind of just musical genius. I mean, all of Hamilton is musical and lyrical genius, but I also really like Dear Theodosia, and I did want to say it because it is like my second favourite, definitely, and I just love it, and it's so sweet and nice, and the fact that kind of, with all of the like terribleness that happens in Hamilton and how high the stakes are for most of it, that actually you take the 2 main characters out and go, oh yeah, they've got kids, and suddenly they're just like, but it's still, they're just captivated with their kids. And it also showcases the personalities of the characters just beautifully. I love it. My favourite song in Dear Evan Hansen, which I will end this video on, this is the last question, is currently Waving Through a Window. This is my newest like obsession of a song, but I've listened to it so much recently and I've learned how to play it and I just love it. It's such a wonderful song, and I think for me personally, I really relate to it, and I really find it a song that I can just go, yeah, I know every emotion that you're going through right now, because it's a teenager in high school. I realised that I'm actually technically a freshman in high school this year, because the American school system possibly makes more sense than the English one, but oh well. But yeah, I love Dear Evan Hansen. I love kind of the journey that he goes on throughout the song, because really it's almost a song where he kind of goes, oh look at all this wonderful journey that I've gone on, and then he kind of goes back to the beginning, because he's the same person at the end of it, even though he's had all these thoughts and revelations and these things going around his head going, because He's a shy sort of character who doesn't connect with people really well, who desperately wants to. The metaphor of, I sound like I'm doing English work or something, of like actually like imagine having a glass panel in front of you and yelling through it and going, guys, hey, I'm here, like, hi, I'm here, and no one can hear you. I think that's a very accurate representation of how teenagers feel a lot of the time, and that's why the song's just so beautifully wonderful, and lyrical content will always win me over from anything else. I love music, but man, oh, it's wonderful. And that marks the end of another video, the end of the first calf. I hope you all like this video because it was super fun for me to do, and I love like just sitting down and talking at you guys and answering questions, and actually realising that sometimes even though you only have a few questions you can go so deep into stuff, and it's very cool. So yeah, really thank you guys all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe because it really is so awesome and it does mean so much to me. I know I say it every week, but it really does. So yes, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope to see you all in the next video. Stay strong, stay safe, stay smart and stay special. Goodbye!